Alright friends, let's take a look at Royalkey environment once more. Let's look at the buttons and their functions. Let's start with the API binding. The application program interface. This is where you bind your robot, the Royalkey robot, to Binance or Huobi Exchange. The two functions Royalkey does is to read the trade and to execute trade on your behalf. It does not have power to make withdrawals on your behalf. So your money is safe in your Binance or in your Huobi. That's the two platforms where Royalkey can perform trade. The next one is the revenue. The revenue is where you see your trade profit, your daily profit is in this section. Everything here is not withdrawable from Royalkey wallets. Everything here is in your exchange, Huobi or Binance. Your capital and your daily profits are all in the exchange. Royalkey has no power to withdraw for you, and you cannot make withdrawals in your exchange through Royalkey. Royalkey Robots is a window showing you what is in your exchange. So if you want to make withdrawals of your daily profits that the robot has gained for you, you do that from your exchange, Huobi or Binance. Sometimes some persons will ask me, how do I withdraw my profits, my cumulative profits? I am seeing 200, I am seeing 100, I am seeing 50 USDT. I want to withdraw them. So you cannot make withdrawals from Royalkey app, as in your trade profits. Your trade profit and your capital are in your exchange. I'll say it again. So you make withdrawals from your exchange, Huobi or Binance. Okay. The next is the reward details. The reward details is where the system drops your affiliate program reward. Everything here is withdrawable from Royalkey. Your daily reward based on your affiliate is withdrawable from Royalkey wallet. It is deposited in your wallet. So now your affiliate program reward is deposited in your Royalkey wallet, while your trade profits is deposited in your exchange, Huobi or Binance. Here is your activation reward. Other people that activate under you, there is where you see it. Okay, activation reward. Here is direct quantification. The people that registered under you directly, as they are trading, you are getting profit. You are making little profits from their trading. Usually all blockchain work like this. If you refer somebody to use Binance or Hobby and the person registered Binance using your affiliate link, as you are making profits, the person is getting little out of your profits. I don't know the percentage, but usually all blockchain platform works like this. So in all blockchains, if you build team, you also benefit as they are trading. So RoyalQ as a blockchain rewards the same. Here is a team quantification. All the people under your team, as they are trading, if you have 1,000 persons under your team, 200 persons, 500 persons, 2 persons, 1 person, as they are trading, you are also getting little percentage. Cumulatively, as they are growing, you are getting something from their trade. So RoyalQ is not an exemption. As a blockchain technology, it follows the way of other blockchain. All right. Next is your invitation link. This link opens to those who have activated their RoyalQ app. Once you've activated, if you open it, you will see your referral code, which you share for people to register under you. Usually you copy this URL. Once you copy it and paste or share to the community that you are inviting to join RoyalQ. So as they join you, RoyalQ will reward you for inviting persons, and you see your reward in this section. All right. So these are coins trading. Okay. This one is in cycle, meaning that it goes into trade regularly. It sells and buys, sells and buys, sells and buys continuously, non-stop. Okay. Some other ones, I put them in one shot. One shot means that after selling all the coins in each possession, you should not buy again. But one shot does not stop the coin from buying. It will also go into trade in order to reduce the average purchase in order to sell very fast. I will explain that in another video. Okay, so these are the coins trading. These are the coins we set up for trading. There are about 70 coins, selected best coins in RoyalQ that one can engage in trade. There are so many of them. That's Ethereum, Kava, ADA, AKRONT, Atom, BCH, so many of them. 70 best selected coins you can trade on. All right. Okay, having said that, let's move forward. All right, here is the home page where we see all these buttons I've explained now. Here is a quantitative. This is where you click to set up trade. You click here to set up trade. I'll still explain some of the functions in setting up trade. As you want to set up trade by yourself, you use that button. Next behind quantitative is circle. Circle or copy trade. Here you can copy trades of companies or individuals who are professional in crypto trading. You can copy their trade and use their trade and use their what do you call it, their own setup or something, and use it to trade. Okay, you can, for example, here's QQ cycle strategy. You can copy the strategy. You can join QQ and sync their strategy. Once you sync their strategy, they will take 1% of the profits they made for you. Here you put the first buy-in amount, usually 15 or 20. Here the number of strategies, the number of coins that your fund can be able to carry. Let's say 150, you put 1 coin. Let's say 300, you put 2 coins, and so on and so forth. After that, then you can now click on sync to sync their strategy. As simple as that. It's not advisable to open this double. Don't open this double, leave it that way. Okay, unless you understand perfectly what you are doing. What it actually means that you are telling the system to take double of whatever you put here. As when you put 20 there, you're asking the system to take 40. Alright, so usually we don't put that double. This is really going to be a long video, but don't worry, there's a way I will reduce the MB to consume. I will take it to YouTube and reduce the MB, so you can only watch it via YouTube. So next behind it is news. Next behind the circle is news. Yeah, news. This is where you see the reports of what's going on, of what the RealQ is doing for you. All the reports, you see them here. Okay. Other message and system information. Let's take other message first. If you open other message, all your trades, the buying and the selling, whatever happens in your Binance, whatever RealQ does, it will give you the reports. Buy. Whenever it's sell, to give you the report. Sell. Buy. sell. So whenever there's a buy or a sell in your Binance, the report comes in this order message. So this is where you see it. Okay. Next is system information. System information is where the system tells you what's going on in the system. For example, if you don't have enough fund, you usually get this report, fail, meaning that the system tries to buy, but there's no fund. So it will close the position. It will not open it again until there is fund, until the robot sells market for you and free and give you free USDT in your Binance. Then you can go to the coin and open it for you to start taking coins again. I think I'll explain that in details in the next video. Okay. The next is mine. Mine is your profile. Mine is your profile. There. This is your profile. If you open it, that's where you get the details of your profile. Here is where you see the team, the number of people in your team. It's where you open that place and take a look at it. Your reward details can also be seen from here. If you are trading with any circle, you see your profit here. And also, if you want to cancel any trade cycle, you can cancel it with this one, my synchronized strategy. Let's open my synchronized strategy. So that's how it is. I was once trading with JD Winners, but I'm no longer trading with them. So anytime I want to trade with them again, I can come and sync the strategy again. Alright. So next, very important, is your assets. Assets is where you see your wallets, your RoyalQ wallets. Okay. Whatever you have here is withdrawable. Your rewards details is withdrawable. You can use a transfer button to transfer to someone that will send the money to your local bank account. Usually we use this transfer to transfer between RoyalQ to RoyalQ wallets. We use withdrawal to send money outside RoyalQ wallets. And when you're using transfer, it's usually free. RoyalQ to RoyalQ wallet is free. But when you're using withdrawal, RoyalQ to a different wallet, system usually charge 2 USDT, assuming you want to send this money to Binance, alright, or to Huobi. System will charge you $2. And here is your deposit. You open it to copy your RoyalQ deposit address. Assuming you want to send money USDT to RoyalQ, probably you want to send 140 USDT for activation of RoyalQ. You copy this and paste from the source. You are going to send the USDT to RoyalQ. Alright. Or any other person, probably RoyalQ, someone want to transfer USDT to your Royal Q, you copy the address and send to the person. Okay, so here is Royal Q wallet. So altogether, they are your assets. Okay. Next is that is important. This section is Royal Q setting. If you want to log out, probably if you have more than one account, you can always log out one account and log in another account. It's permitted. It's permitted. Next is your security. This is where you set up your transaction password. Transaction password. Anytime resources is leaving your Royal Q wallet, there's a password you set that only you knows. You need to put that password. So this is where you set your transaction password. You can modify your email. You can change your email. You can also change your password. Okay. You can also set up Google verification code if you want to add more extra security to Royal Q. If you want the system to know a particular address you are sending, you are going to use to withdraw money, you can set it up with this one, assuming you want to tell the system that I usually use Binance. So you set up the Binance and put the address here and save it. Okay. Here is also your link from share. You can also share. Get your link here. Alright. Okay, so let's check thread setting this time. Let's check thread setting and sum up its function. I'm gonna use OneCoin for the example. Let me use Argo for example. If I open Argo, okay, so here is a trade setting where you click to set up the trade. Okay, let's explain some of these sections here, or these buttons. Let's take a look at this one. First buy-in amount. What does it mean? The first buy-in amount means the quantity that the system should take from your exchange each time it wants to take USDT for trade. Because this Royal Q performs quantitative trading, meaning that all your fund does not go into the trade at the same time. Assuming you have 200 USDT for trade, that 200 USDT does not go into the trade at the same time. So it takes it bit by bit. So if you put 15 here as it is here, you are telling the system to take 15 USDT per trade. Okay. So let's look at this one also. This open double position, usually we don't use it. We don't use it usually. So we'll move to the next one. Margin call limits. Margin call limits. What does it mean? we can set the limits of how many times we are permitting the system to call for 15 USDT as the market is dropping in price. I'll explain that later. Hold position take profit ratio, the percentage at which the robot will execute trade, assuming the trade gains 1.1%. We are asking the system to execute trade at 1.1%. Okay. Hold position take profit callback. What does it mean? This button actually controls this button here. All right. Assuming the trade has gained 1.1%, and it keeps increasing, probably to 1.4%, and keeps increasing to 1.5%. The system will not execute trade until from this peak it starts dropping. Okay, remember I started from here to increase. All right, once it started dropping down, once it drops 0.05, once it drops 0.05 from the peak, then it will execute trade. What does it mean? This button actually helps to capture the maximum peak of the profit. Okay, so that it will not just execute at 1.1%. It will give the coin room to grow in percentage, but once it starts dropping, once 0.05 is removed from the peak, it executes trade, and capture that peak. Okay, so next is buy in callback. This one is set as 0.2%. What it means is immediately the system buys in the first amount. Immediately you click start for the trade. Okay, there has to be a drop of 0.2% for this one to be executed, for you to buy the first for you to bring in the first 15 USDT for the trade. Okay, the next is sub position. This sub position takes care of from fifth call downwards or upwards, from fifth call upwards. 5th call, 6th call, 7th call, 8th call, even up to 100th call, or whatever call you set your margin. Okay, so assuming this one is set at 10 margin call, this button controls from number 1 to number 4, while this one controls from number 5 to number 10. Okay, let's take a look at I know some of these things will be sounding somehow for our new members, but just watch this video over and over again. You will understand what we are talking about. Let's take a look at margin configuration. This is where you set how system calls for these 10 margin call limits. You have asked the system to call for $15 10 times as the coins are dropping in percentage. So this is where you set how it is being performed. So let's open it. Okay. Yeah, we have usually, because we set 10 margin call, usually this column and rows, the rows will be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 rows and 2 columns. 1 and 2 columns. So usually 2 columns are here. The rows depends on the number of margin call you set. So let's look at them. Here we said margin call drop, and then multiple buy-in ratio. So let's look at margin call drop. The margin call drop here is where you tell the system whenever there is a percentage, you tell the system the number of percentage that will drop in the value of the coin for it to call for a certain number of times. Okay, I will explain further. So what this actually means is that if there is 1% drop in the value of the coin, please buy 1 times for me. That is 1 times 15 will set as our buy-in, because we have set 15 USDT as our buy-in, so we'll set 1 times. This 1 times because of the quantity, because of the volume of capital we are using. Somebody can as well put 2 here if you have more capital, or 3. So if it is 3, you have to tell the system if there's 1% drop, buy 3 times 15. That is 45. Okay, but usually I put 1 here because of the volume of capital I am using. It's not that much. so that I'll always be in trade whenever there is need for call. Okay. So at this level now, it has called for one times. That's 15. So from this level, if it drops again another 1%, system will buy one more time. That is 15, making 30 in these two rows. Okay. Remember that the system does not take all your capital for trade at the same time. It takes it bit by bit. That's the essence of the quantitative trading. It takes it bit by bit. So assuming it drops again in 1%, it will also buy one more times, making it 45, waiting to be sold. But assuming from this level now, because the downward movement is not constant, it always go down, up, or up and down in whatever manner the movement of the market is going. So assuming from fourth call it rises again, not necessarily 1% up this time, but assuming from this point it gains 1.1%. Remember, we set our profit at 1.1%. It gains 1.1% profit. It will sell this position and take this position, the third position. So the coins here will be sold. The profits, the capital here, the $15 here, and the profit, 1.1% profit of the $15 will be deposited in your Binance as well. Okay, so it takes new position. All right, you always see the position where it is. I will show you where you always see the position the market is. So I just hope you're understanding these concepts. So at this third level now, if it drops 1% again, it will call and buy and take this position, the fourth position. The market is here now. So if it drops 1% again, assuming it drops 1% again, it will call and buy. Okay, and take this position. So at this time, if probably rise up again up to this, let's say up to 2% or 3%, you can actually sell off all of this, drop all the capital and the profits in your exchange and take this position. Okay, so that's basically how it functions, the margin call setting. So you need to understand what you are doing. Some can set 5%, 3.5%, or any percentage you want the call, depending on the nature of the call. There are some coins that are erratic, that can drop very, very deep, very, very fast. So such coins, you don't go and set 1% for them. Such coins, you can start with 3.5%. Okay, and put here 5%, and then put here can also put 5% or 7%, whatever, depending on how erratic the coin is. You may not know these things now, but as time goes on, you perfect on the coins. Coin like SLP is very very erratic. Coin like a BTCST is very very erratic. Depending on what you want to achieve, your targets. All right, because the faster they drop in percentage, the faster they call for coin. So such coin in 5 hours they have called up to 300 USDT. So such coin, if you want to delay their calling, you can delay their calling by setting high percentage drop for them. All right, so but usually I don't care about the percentage drop. I really want it to buy fast. That's my own concept. All right, but if you I've seen other persons and understand why they put high percentage drop, because I know that the coins are quite erratic. Okay, so that's by the way. Okay, so let's look at okay. Before I go on to another place, once you have set up this section, you confirm. Okay, to save, you confirm to save the settings. Okay, once you confirm, it takes you down to where you started from again. So you're able to set up this particular one, distributed, allocated, distributed and take profit allocation. This one is from call margin call 5, then was upwards. Okay, you can see it's from 5th position. So it's quite the same thing with the other one. So you set the percentage profit you would want it to execute trade for you. Okay, you can say 1%. Usually from 1% and above, you can say 1%, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. But the easier it execute trade, the better, because the frequency at which it executes trades gives you more profit. Usually I've seen highest is 1.3 people usually set, but normally I set 1%. Usually I prefer 1%. So it has to do with understanding. It has to do with understanding on what your target is. So after that, you can confirm. So after you have set all this place, you now save the whole stuff. You save it here. Okay, so once you save, it brings you to this front page. So I will need to explain some of these things here. Here is your one shot button. The function of one shot button is to tell the system once it has sold all the okay, let me click start first. Once you click start, after setting up, you click start, confirm. Okay, it has called already. Okay, I set it at 15, but it has called for 13.89. All right. So here is the average price. That's the at which it bought. Okay. And here is the current price. All right. So usually the current price need to be higher than the average price for it to sell at profit. Whenever current price is higher than the average price, it will sell. Once it's higher with 1.1% or 1.1, 1.2, 1.3%, depending on the percentage you set, it will sell and drop the capital and the profit in your Binance and wait again. Once the condition is right for it to call for another trade, it will call. Okay. So here, this button here is one short button. Assuming you want the system to sell off the quantity in its position and not to enter into market again, not to buy again, that's the button you use. Okay. Here is the sell button. Assuming you want to sell manually, you can only do this thing when you have good understanding, but it's not advisable for you to sell manually. Allow the system to sell. But this button is for those who are professional in crypto trading, who knows what they want to achieve by selling manually. Okay. So usually we don't use it. Allow the system to sell at profit, because if we sell manually, we might sell at loss. Here is buy button. You can also buy manually. Alright, assuming the coin has gone very cheap and you want to accumulate more coins, so that by the time the coin starts increasing in price, the system will sell for you at profit. You can use this button to buy manually. Alright. Next button is stop margin call. Okay. Assuming the robot is buying constantly, depending on your setting, and you don't want it to buy again, you can use this button to stop the system from calling for USDT coin. Okay, it will stop buying. Alright, next is a strategy mode. Usually we use a sub-bin mode. Sub-bin mode will allow the system to sell bit by bit. As it is buying, it will sell the same way, and also keep the record for you. If you open the sub-bin mode, you can see you usually leave it here. You click on here and confirm. Alright. And if you want to pause the trade, you can also use this button here to pause the trade. You can pause the trade, confirm. Everything here will be the way it is. There will be no movement. It will not buy, it will not sell. Okay, but you keep seeing the current price, the way the market is moving, you keep seeing it. And also, if you want to start the trade again, you also come back here to click start and confirm. The trade will start again. So it depends on your understanding and what you want to achieve. All these buttons here are here for you to manipulate the system for your